Sinn Féin denies newspaper claims that IRA ceasefire will only last 4 months. New famine memorial is unveiled at the foot of Croagh-Patrick in County Mayo. And Cavan win first Ulster title in years. Clark is joint second in British Open. Good evening. Sinn Féin's Gerry Adams has denied newspaper claims that the new IRA ceasefire, which took effect at noon today, may only last 4 months. The ceasefire will clear the way for Sinn Féin to take part in political talks on the future of the North. But it's not yet clear if the unionist parties will agree to sit down with them. They say the ceasefire is only a tactical move to get Sinn Féin into the talks.
It's 12 midday on Sunday, July 20th, 1997, and another IRA ceasefire has come into effect. The question now is the IRA genuine in its desire for peace, and how long will that peace last? Possibly just 4 months, according to reports in today's papers, which claim the IRA will review its decision in mid-November, 2 months after the substantive talks are due to begin. The claims were dismissed by the Sinn Féin leader, Gerry Adams.
Well, I'm sorry, I'm not going to get into an agenda set by some journalists. What I know is that Martin McGuinness and I went after some considerable work by the Sinn Féin leadership, and we asked the IRA leadership to bring about a cessation, and they have done that.
There's no doubt early progress in decommissioning is vital if the peace process is to move forward. Today, Sinn Féin's Mid-Ulster MP, Martin McGuinness, said he did not believe the IRA would hand over a single bullet.
Well, the IRA have said that they will not decommission a single bullet, and I have not heard any statement from them saying that they had changed their position on that.
Peter Robinson said those comments vindicated the DUP's position.
The IRA have made it clear that they do not intend to hand over one bullet. So we have a ceasefire which is not permanent and which was not going to be attended by the handing over of any weaponry whatsoever.
The reality is that he is playing the twin-track approach. Threaten violence, step it up, lower it, and all along squeeze government into making concession after concession.
Others lay down their bottom line. Explosives and heavy weaponry such as missiles should be the first to be decommissioned.
If you're really going down the way of peace, then you do not need the weapons, and especially you can up front get rid of some of the most offensive weapons going that have blown people into smithereens.
In churches across the north today, people prayed for peace. In Lurgan, a cross-community service was held for 18-year-old Catholic Bernadette Martin, murdered as she slept in her boyfriend's house. It's been a roller coaster of emotions here. Such a vicious murder last Tuesday, 5 days later, peace. Bernadette was the 3,225th victim of the Troubles. 39,232 were injured. The people of the North desperately want this peace to last. It's now up to the politicians to secure it.
The Taoiseach said the task now is not to undermine the ceasefire, but to move the talks process forward. President Robinson has said she congratulated the people whose leadership had brought about the ceasefire.
Speaking at the unveiling of a famine monument in County Mayo, President Robinson said the events of the last few weeks had been food for thought.
We need to be open in a way that we haven't been, all of us. We got leadership from 2 different quarters this summer in Northern Ireland. We got leadership from the Orange Order, which gave a leadership which was a huge relief to both communities, just when things looked very black. And we got leadership in the last couple of days, ending in the fact that we have the call of a ceasefire today from the IRA. Leadership from 2 quarters that enrich us and make us think.
But the Taoiseach said the hardest work was still to be done now that an IRA ceasefire has been called. Bertie Ahern told RTE he has no idea if the ceasefire was sold to the IRA on the basis that it was to last just 4 months.
What I'm concerned about is that we now have a ceasefire, and what we need is the political momentum to move it on. Of course, we'll all know that if vacuums are left, if there's not political engagement and dialogue, if we don't work to find an accommodation that brings peace and harmony, these things will not hold together in the